You gotta be committed to it.
Even if you get like a couple thousand views, it's kind of worth it.
You know what? Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Invest your time and energy whenever you get time, because it will pay off in the end. It takes a while. I mean, when I started, I went all out.
Yeah. I mean, you went full time.
Yeah. Well, before I went full time.
Oh, okay.
I started gathering content for like a month beforehand.
Yeah.
And once I had enough content first, because I wanted to be able to post like every other day. Consistently. Consistency is key when starting out.
Sure.
And of course your niche, whatever you're going to get into.
Yeah.
So my advice would be to research your niche, whatever you're going to do first.
Okay.
See who's doing it really well.
Sure.
And then appropriate what they're doing.
Got it.
And then
good advice. Yeah.
That's it. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, how are you? How did we get to this moment just now?
I'm good. I was walking back to my car to eat this acai bowl, but I was stopped and asked if I could do this interview.
Exactly. What's the interview about?
About guys who like feet, women's feet in particular.
Yeah.
Foot fetishes. It's a little weird in my opinion.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's not about foot fetish.
It's not about foot fetish.
No. Foot fetish is more geared towards like guys, well not guys or women, anybody in general.
Yeah.
A fetish is like an obsession. Like a guy who can only get off 2 feet and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like they need it in order to get
Yeah.
off. Us guys who I represent are like guys who are just like, you know, we find beauty in women's feet as well as far as everything, the whole package, you know?
Okay.
So it's like a little, it's like icing on the cake, if you will.
Got it.
All right? So, you think it's weird. Why do you think it's weird? No worries.
I think it's weird because I feel like the feet are like the last thing you should be worried about in terms of attractiveness because, I mean, I love shoes, so I love to see what people wear in terms of shoes and not really how their feet look like. I was insecure about my feet for a while, I'm not gonna lie. I started getting pedicures and then I felt better about it.
Why were you insecure about your feet?
Honestly, I didn't know how to like take care of them. I guess I didn't know there was a proper way of taking care of them. I guess I just kind of thought like everyone.
Mom didn't tell you to go get pedicures or anything like that?
No, that's the thing.
Really?
Yeah, I would never get manicures or anything, but then I started to realize that taking care of your feet is important, and it's actually very, very calming to get a pedicure. So it's kind of health care.
Yeah. Have you gotten pedicures before?
I have. I've gotten maybe too many.
Really?
But it's.
So you like getting pedicures?
I like it. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Good.
That's good. Because after so long of not taking care of my feet properly, I guess I just felt like I feel like I love seeing my feet clean and polished and my nails
it's part of
painted.
hygiene.
Yeah, hygiene.
When did you start getting your feet done?
I started maybe junior year in high school, so it wasn't too long ago.
So what sparked it? What made you like say, you know, I'm gonna start taking care of my feet?
I was always like a tomboy in middle school, honestly, and I never wanted makeup. I never wanted a pedicure. I never wanted my eyebrows done. But then I just realized that it's all part of like hygiene and taking care of yourself, and not really just how other people view you and caring about how other people view you, but it's about how you view yourself. And when you look at your body, you want to feel a certain way. You want to feel confident. Not particularly like for other people, but for yourself. And I started to realize that junior year in high school. I started threading my eyebrows. I started not makeup, but I started kind of taking care of myself, getting manicures, pedicures.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, I showered, you know, like all my life, but.
So what year are you right now?
I'm a junior right now.
5 years.
Yeah.
Maintenance to your feet. That's good.
Yeah, because I always thought like girls got pedicures and wear makeup for guys and just to kind of show off.
Yeah.
And I always envied that, and I never knew why. But after thinking for so long and just putting myself in my own shoes and just taking a step back and realizing I'm thinking about it too hard. It's just a part of hygiene.
All right, so now that your feet are in good condition now, how did you feel about guys who would find beauty or give you a compliment and say you have sexy feet, something like that?
I wouldn't find it as a compliment. I would just be like, why are you kind of looking at my feet? Like, I don't. Yeah, feet shouldn't be attractive in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because, like I said, I'm really into shoes, so I love looking at people's shoes and what
Mm-hmm.
they're wearing, and because it tells you a little more about themselves and what they like.
Okay.
Not looking at someone's bare feet don't really tell
Can you
you too much.
empathize why a guy would find your feet attractive?
Maybe they don't like their feet.
You think that's what it is?
Maybe they don't like their feet, so they're trying to find that interest or that liking in someone else.
That's interesting. That's the
Yeah.
first time I've ever heard that. I've
Yeah.
done a lot of interviews. That's the first time I've ever heard that
Yeah,
perspective. That's
maybe like
interesting.
insecurity.
Okay, so you're saying if a guy, let's say he found beauty in your eyes,
My eyes.
would
Okay.
you think that's because he doesn't think his eyes are beautiful?
That's a good point. Well, I feel like eyes, it could be like different colors. You know, you can't really have different colored feet unless it's your entire
But just,
body. I
just
guess.
finding a beautiful.
I get that. Yeah.
You got beautiful eyes, so that person thinks that their eyes are not
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, maybe because it's different from theirs, so they're it's just different from what
Okay.
they normally see in their everyday life, like
Okay.
from their own eyes, and
How
yeah,
do
like
you take how do you take compliments in general?
that's the thing. I'm not too good with compliments, just because I've
okay.
always been like secure about myself, and I get maybe insecure, but I just never really, I don't like when men look at my body or
Really?
look at
Do you like men?
I give you no.
You don't like men?
I think that's a lot of my biasism right now.
Oh, okay.
So
What's your orientation? If you don't mind me asking,
bisexual, but
you're bisexual?
I don't find a lot of guys attractive.
I see.
Yeah.
What type of guys you like attractive? You find attractive?
I think like celebrities, honestly. And
Celebrities?
that's kind of like a long shot. Yeah.
But,
I
like-
mean, I'm into like basketball players. I love basketball, so I find a lot of them attractive. I don't know
Okay.
if that has a.
But in general, you don't like men, and there are exceptions. Is that what you're saying?
I get growing up, I never liked men, but like once I started figuring myself out,
Yeah.
I was like, it's okay to like men. It's
Okay.
okay. I kind of envied myself for
Did you have a
For
bad
being
experience
so-
with men? Is that why?
I guess my older brother was never really an older brother to me, and it just kind of spiraled from there. And
I
then
got you.
just how I was treated in middle school as
Oh,
a
okay.
tomboy,
Okay,
you know.
from other guys.
So it just so it like so it did a lot on my mental health, and I didn't even realize it until like high school, and I started realizing. Or started asking myself, why am I this way?
Yeah.
Why do I feel about guys this way? I have a lot of guy friends. I should, you know, view them in a different way, not
Okay.
so negatively.
Have you ever gone to see a therapist?
Yeah,
Okay.
but on other issues
Other issues?
like family issues. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Because when I went to my therapist, she actually inspired me to start this YouTube channel. Not directly, indirectly, because she taught me something about DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. So like, let's say like someone's suffering from like anxiety to meet new people, like they have a fear of meeting new people. With DBT, it's all about like regulating your emotions. So you're advised to actually go out and meet people. You're forcing yourself out of your comfort zone. And then when you do it and you start to feel uncomfortable, you do these self-assessments and you ask yourself, in this situation, you know, why am I feeling this fear? You know, is there a threat to my life, a threat to my safety? Is the fear justified by the facts of the situation? If not, then you're supposed to apply opposite action and act opposite and force yourself to engage with that person to expect a positive outcome, you know? And you ask yourself, okay, in this situation, what's the worst that could happen, you know? And if you can imagine the worst thing happening, how would you cope with that situation? How would you get through it? So you can like train yourself and prepare yourself for worst case scenarios that usually don't even happen, but it's all about preparing yourself. So when she
Mentally.
taught me that, she inspired me to do this YouTube channel of just interviewing women to see how you feel about guys that like women's feet. Because I used to be insecure about expressing that. So
Okay.
by doing these interviews and expressing, you know, that I'm one of those guys that are attracted to women's feet, and like, you know, this is how I express it. I'm overcoming my insecurities and being able to express it, and
Yeah.
you know, I got a YouTube channel.
I think a lot of it comes from insecurities, honestly,
Yeah.
because I'm here saying that I find it weird,
Yeah.
but I come from experience of not liking my own feet. So I think it has a
Okay.
lot of biasism and maybe insecurity from that. And yourself, I'm not sure how you feel about your feet, but I'm sure you felt like you said, an insecurity of finding people's feet attractive, and it's just kind of
expressing to women that I like
expressing
their
to
feet.
women.
Yeah. Express. That's the whole thing.
Expressing to. Okay.
Yeah. Because a lot of guys out there have trouble doing that because of stigmas and everything.
Okay.
Some people find it like your first reaction was like foot fetishes and weird. You know, that's what we always get. And we're like, look, just because you're attracted to women's feet, you don't have a foot fetish. You're not part of that group. You know.
Yeah, and I never made that distinction.
Exactly,
clear distinction.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing with this YouTube channel.
Okay.
Make a clear distinction, you know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So
thanks for sharing that.
Let me ask you this question: a guy that's attracted to women's feet, what would he find about your feet that are beautiful aesthetically? What do you think? What do you like about your feet?
Probably just the nail color right now.
What's the nail color?
Pink.
It's pink?
Yeah.
Can we see them? So wrapping things up, what did you think about this experience?
I definitely did not think I would get interviewed today about how I feel about guys finding feet attractive and expressing that to a woman, but I definitely have a different standpoint on it now. I don't think it's weird. I still think foot fetishes are weird because I think that comes from something different.
Yeah.
But expressing interest or attractiveness in women's feet, you shouldn't be ashamed. I mean, it's just something you find attractive, and like you said, if I find your eyes attractive, then it's something that I think, you know, it's not, I'm not like judging, I'm not picking out insecurities maybe for myself, but I am giving you a compliment, and I just have a different perspective on it now.
All right.
Because I think I'm a pretty good person to interview because of my biasism with guys, so that definitely played a role in the way I answer these questions, but this is good for me too because I'm trying to be more open and talk to guys just randomly like this. And then it was a cool experience, so I thank you for that. It was cool.
Was there anything about the interview that could have been better? You have any critiques or suggestions?
I couldn't hear you, so maybe speak up a little more. But
during this interview process? Back and forth?
when you approached me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like that you didn't tell me that you're not doing this interview like for you, I guess, but like more in general, and then you didn't tell me that you found insecurities in finding in expressing the way you feel about women's feet.
Okay.
So if I would have known that, I don't think I would have been so directly like, I think it's weird, I think this and this, like negatively. Yeah. So I appreciate that because I think that would have like, I wouldn't have been so direct about it.
Awesome. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you for that feedback.
Yeah,
all right.
Sure.
So any parting words?
Like, subscribe. Make sure to check out his YouTube channel. He's very wise on what he's talking about, and maybe this might help you in the future.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Take care.